Hello and welcome. Our topic for the day is comparing fractions. To understand the concept, let's see how can we compare fractions and then we'll proceed to do some questions. Our first step would be to find the lowest common denominator of each fraction in the set. Whatever is the fractions given to us, we'll find out the lowest common denominator first. The second step would be convert each fraction into its equivalent value with the common denominator. How we do that? We multiply the numerator by the same factor needed to convert to the denominator. Then the third would be order the fractions by the numerator from smallest to largest. Now after completing second step, we'll have the same denominator. Now we need to look at the numerators and see what order is asked. Either we arrange from smallest to largest or largest to smallest as desired. And then finally we reduce each fraction to the lowest term, that is to its original form. Let's understand this with the help of some questions. The first one says solve, write the following numbers in order from greatest to least. That is, you have to write down the largest fraction first and then proceed further. So here we are given three fractions, 23 35ths, 25 11ths and 4 fifths. So the first step is to take the least common denominator. So we'll find out the LCD or the LCM. 5 times 1, 11 and 7. 7 times 1, 11 and 1. Next we use 11, 1, 1 and 1. So the LCM or the LCD would be 5 times 7 times 11. This is equal to 385. This is our LCD. Now we'll take the first fraction, that is 23 over 35. Now to make it 385, that is the denominator, we'll multiply and divide the full fraction with 11, that is the factor. This is equals to 253 on the calculator divided by 385. This is the first equivalent fraction. Then the next is 25 11ths. This needs to be multiplied with 35. 25 times 35 is 875 divided by 385. This is our second equivalent. Then the third is 4 fifths. Here the factor is 77, which is to be multiplied. This is equals to 308 divided by 385. Now these are the three equivalents where we have the same denominator, that is 385. Now we look at the numerators. We have 253, 875 and 308. Now our question says greatest to least. So we'll choose the fraction with the largest numerator, that is the second one. So 25 11ths is the largest fraction. The next one would be 4 fifths and the smallest is 23rd 35ths. This is the correct order and can be seen in option B. Let's look at the next one. Write the following numbers in order from least to greatest. That is, we write the smallest one first and the greater next. So here we have 11 15ths, 26 29ths and 11 29ths. So the LCD would be here. This would be, if we start with 3 first, 5, 29 and 29. Then 5, 1, 29 and 29. Then 29 is a prime number, so it can be divided by itself. So our LCD would be 3 times 5 times 29. This is equal to, we can do this on the calculator, this is equal to 435. Now we'll add the equivalent 11 15ths. Very simple. Here we have to just multiply with 29 to get 435. 29 times 11 is 319 divided by 435. The second is 26 29ths. This will be multiplied by 11. sorry, this would be multiplied by 15. My bad. This would be 390 divided by 435, and the last one is 11/29 will be multiplied with 15 and divided by 15, and we get 165 over 435. So these are our three equivalents. Now they have the same denominator. Now our question says least to greatest. We look at the smallest numerator. This is 165. This implies that 11/29 is the smallest fraction. The second is 11/15 because next in the order is 319, and the largest is 26/29. This is the correct order. Can be seen in option B. Let's look at the next question. Write the following numbers in order from greatest to least, that is, the largest will come first. So our first step is to find the LCD. We start with 2, 2 times 3, 3 and 10. We can again use 2, 3, 3 and 5. Next we take up 3, 1, 1 and 5, and finally 5, 1, 1 and 1. So our LCD is 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. This is equals to 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, 12 times 5 is 60. So here the factor needed for the first one would be 20. This is 100 divided by 60. Next is negative 5, 6. This will be multiplied by 10 to get 60 as a denominator. This is negative 50 over 60. And the last is negative 33 over 20. This would be multiplied by 3. This is negative 99 over 60. Now we have all the three equivalents with the same denominator. We have to find out the greatest first. Now here one is positive while the two of the other are negatives. So the positive number is always greater than the negatives. So 100 over 60 is the largest fraction. So 5/3 is the largest. Now we have two negative fractions, negative 5, 6 and negative 33, 20. So here we have negative 50 and here we have negative 99. We know that negative 50 is greater than negative 99. So negative 5, 6 comes next, and the smallest is negative 33 over 20. This is the final answer. Can be seen in option C. Let's try out another question. Write the following numbers in order from least to greatest, that is, the smallest one will come first. We have negative 8 ninths, 6 sevenths and negative 11 thirds. So our procedure remains the same. Find out the least common denominator. 1, 7 and 3, 3, 1, 7, 1, and finally with 7. So our LCD would be 3 times 3 times 7. This is 63. So let's try the equivalence. Negative 8 ninths. This would be multiplied by 7 to get 63 in the denominator. This is negative 56 over 63. The next is 6 sevenths. This has to be multiplied by 9. This is 54 over 63. And then finally we have negative 11 thirds. This would be multiplied with 21 to get a 63 in the denominator. Negative 11 times 21 is 231 with a negative sign divided by 63. Now here all the denominators are alike. It says least to greatest. So here we have two negatives and one positive. So the positive one is the greatest. Out of the two negatives, that is the first and the last one, we have to find out the smallest one. We know that negative 231 is smaller than negative 56. So negative 11 thirds is the smallest fraction, followed by negative 8 ninths, while the positive one is the largest. This is the correct order. Can be seen in option B. I hope comparing fractions is easy now. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.